Hey guys, and welcome back to Well That Escalated Quickly. So, I know this week I'm kind of like bombarding you with a few different episodes, but I promise it's only because I am trying to catch you guys up, because I personally have been fucking slacking, okay? Everything going on, I've just been slacking on everything. Everything is behind. Just, I'm chaotic, okay? I'm all over the fucking place. If I was perfect, I wouldn't be me, okay? I don't have a schedule for shit. I need to better manage my time. I get that. I know that. I accept that, okay? But if I was on time, I just simply wouldn't be me. Simple. Anyway, so today, now we all know I am a hairstylist, right? That's my job. Unless you count mom as a job, whatever. It's one of my jobs, okay? Hair is what I do. Hair is what I love. Now, my clients are interesting. They give me some stories, okay? But now, I have this one client in particular. I just seen him yesterday. And yes, I said him. So those who know me know that I hate doing short haircuts. We're not going to call them men's haircuts. I just don't prefer to do short haircuts. It's not my jam. I especially don't like to use clippers. The only cut that I use clippers on is my husband's. Okay? My husband is the only person that I like to use clippers on because he's my husband. I married him. I love him. And I will use clippers for him. But in my profession, I choose not to. Because that's my choice. I went to school, I busted my ass, I put in years for this, and I chose not to do any type of clipper cutting, okay? Now, I met this man back at the barbershop that I used to work at, right after COVID. He ended up stopping going there because I guess it was just too expensive. Well, I ended up at a different salon, and he found me there. Now, when I was at that other salon, I did his hair and his son's hair. When he first started coming to the barbershop, he wore a wedding ring. Never really talked about his wife until he started coming to my new salon. Now, when I left my previous salon, the one I was at before I'm at now, I did not tell him where I was going because I did not simply want to take him with me. Now, the only reason why I did not want to take him with me is because, number one, like I just said, I don't like doing fucking men's hair. Can I do it? Yes. Do I want to do it? Fuck no. Okay? Clipper cuts are not my fucking jam. Anyway, so I did not tell him where I was going because I did not want to take him with me. I wanted to leave him where the fuck he was at and let someone else take care of him. But here we are. So, he finds me at my new salon. So he must be watching my social media somewhere and found out where I am to, come and book an appointment. So, he came to my new salon about a month ago. Super creepy. I don't think that this man can tell you what my face actually looks like. Because he's the type of man that would rather stare into my chest than to stare into my face. Okay? So, men will be men, right? Clearly he's a boob man because he's never actually stared at my face. I don't think he could tell you that my eyes are light brown. But I'm pretty sure he could tell you, probably just by looking, what size my bra is. Now, I seen him about a month ago. He was super, super creepy. Never once stared into my face. Then proceeded to tell me that he was living with his girlfriend, which I thought he was married because he always wore a wedding fucking band. But now it's like he's living with his girlfriend. He has been for 2 years. And he's miserable. And I was like, oh, okay, because that's not fucking weird. Just leave. So I'm just trying to get through this appointment because I just wanted to be done. I wanted to be as nice as I possibly could be because it is my job. Okay? And as much as you might think that I'm just a fucking bitch all the time, I'm not. I do try to be nice sometimes. Um, sometimes. So like I'm just listening to him bitch, and like I'm just like really just sitting there in the back of my mind like I would just love for this conversation to be fucking over, because it's really just uncomfortable to hear you talk about like your girlfriend and how miserable you are and how like you want to run and just continue to run away. Like that's crazy to me. So you come to a salon and you're like literally telling this woman your woman problems. I mean, maybe it's like the setting. Maybe it was the setting. Okay, I could just be like seeing this all at a wrong point. Maybe it was the setting and he just felt like comfortable because we're all in there gossiping and talking, and like we're hearing like my client before him was talking about her man problems. Like maybe it was just the setting and he just felt comfortable. But also, you can be comfortable and you can vent. Like that's part of my job. I hear so many people's drama and like their life stories. So like, I mean, maybe I'm thinking about it wrong. But also, maybe next time, like, you know, if he was to come back in, I mean, just maybe like look into my face instead of staring into my fucking cleavage while telling me all of your hardships and your heartaches. You know, just saying. But anyway, now, this man doesn't just come in for a haircut, though. He also gets his goatee, his mustache, his eyebrows, and his hair colored. Okay? Which is always fun. Because that gives me some time, like, alone. Because the color goes on. It goes on in, like, 10 minutes, okay? He's fully colored up in 10 minutes. And then I literally set my alarm for 45 minutes. And I walk away. I go to the back room because I'm not really trying to sit there and be uncomfortable for another 45 minutes after you just made me so uncomfortable like the whole time I was cutting your hair. So 45 minutes, I figure out what I'm going to do with myself. Fold towels, clean, go in the back room and bullshit, clean out my fucking purse, take out the garbage, whatever it is I can do in 45 minutes, I'm doing it out of sight from him. So, my alarm goes off, and this is the part that I dread, because now this man has color on his face, and in order to get the color off, I mean, you can't waterboard the man, right? So, you take color remover, and you're just kind of scrubbing at the fucking facial shit. The facial color, because I mean that's the way we're gonna get it off at the end of the day. So I'm literally in this man's face, and he's but like he's just like staring. Like never once did this man fucking blink. The whole time I was getting the color off of his fucking face, he did not fucking blink. Just staring straight, like into my fucking soul. Why are you looking at? Close your fucking eyes. Relax. This is like the most relaxing part of your service. Just close your eyes and relax. And please don't stare into my soul or my boobs any longer. I would greatly appreciate it. So, I'm literally scrubbing at this man's face. I'm in this man's face. And he just is staring. And he's like, I'm so sorry that I'm so off today. Like, I just really can't stand my girlfriend. I was like, really? Really? He's like, she just makes me so miserable. I'm like, huh. Okay. Like, at this point, I don't even know what to say, because I've heard it. I've heard it all. It's just like, at this point, like, I'm in your face, and it's just like, why are we talking about this? Like, and I told him, I'm like, why not just, like, try leaving? Like, break up. Because if you're that miserable and you have to tell me about it, just leave. Because I do know that he has another property that he can move into. Just not now because it's not livable. But, like, find a friend. Move in with family. Like, as much as I didn't want to take him, like, I felt bad for him, but also not at the same time because, dude, you're fucking weird. Yeah, so we're there. And now it's to the point where I now don't have to be in this man's face anymore, and I can, like, wash the color off of his head, which is, like, the best part because now I'm standing behind you and I'm not in eyesight. So I'm washing his hair, and he's just, like, continuously talking about this, and he's like, well, what would you do? I'm like, well, I don't know, because I'm happily married. But my suggestion would be, if you're miserable, to leave. I mean, I've been in that situation before, and maybe I'm judged because I've been married multiple times. But also, you know what? I'm not one to fucking sit in a relationship where I'm going to be treated like shit. Or be fucking miserable or feel some type of fucking way. So I'm going to fucking leave when it gets fucking bad because I refuse to be a miserable human being like this man in a relationship like that. Fuck that. No. Because I work too hard to understand myself, understand my needs, understand my fucking wants. So, like, I'm trying to explain this to him and, like, you know, make it very clear that I, too, am married, and he knows that. So, we're finally done at the wash bowl, and I tell him he can get up and go back to my chair. So, I take a breather, because I have, like, these towels covered in color now, and I have to bring them to the laundry basket. So, I go to get into the color room, and I just kind of stand there for a minute, and, like, breathe. Just breathe, because, like, I didn't even want to take him to begin with, but he booked with me. And I was like, well, you know, now he just, like, booked up this time, so I kind of have to take him, or I'm just kind of, like, wasting my time. Like, you know, then I'm going to have free time for 2 hours for no reason. So I just sucked it up, you know, so I'm just like, okay, the only thing I have left is his blow dry, and then I have to put his gel in that he likes and his hairspray. Okay? Now we're there. He's quiet the whole time, and I can just see, like, the defeat on his face because his phone had rang, like, about 12 to 15 times, and it was her every time. Like, every single time it was her. And he just looked so defeated. So, like, we just finished his blow dry, put his gel in, put his hairspray in, and then I went to go grab his coat for him because it was hanging up in the back. He went to the bathroom about, like, 12 times while he was there, too. It was really fucking weird, but neither here nor there. He's like, how much do I owe you? Mind you, like, I don't know. Does it look like I know the prices off the top of my fucking head? I need to actually look in the computer. I spent a lot of years smoking a lot of weed, and I really just don't have the fucking memory anymore, okay? I just don't. So, I'm like, give me a second. I'm going to sit at the computer. I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to tell you your total, just like we do every other time. It's not a fucking change. I still have to look in the computer. So, I told him that it's $85, and he goes, oh, okay, I'm going to pay with my card, but I don't want to tip you on card, and I don't have any cash. Can I Zelle you? Now, I was kind of like, okay, maybe this is his way of thinking he's going to get my phone number, but my Zelle is actually linked to my email address. And a super old email address at that, because when I made that email address, I was still married to my older kid's dad, right? So, don't use this email address anymore, but you know, it's hooked up to my bank account and my Zelle, so I was like, fuck it. He can get my email address, because what is he going to do, fucking email me? So now he goes, okay, can you just double check to see if you got my Zelle? And, like, the email had just, like, popped up on my phone. It said, you have received a Zelle from, you know, and then it cut off. So I told him, I'm like, yeah, I received the Zelle. You know, thank you so much. Have a great day. I hope things work out for you. Trying to still, once again, be very fucking nice because it is my job we're talking about, right? So I clean up my station, do my dishes, sweep the fucking floors, I'm just getting everything ready for the next day, because I'm about to leave because I have no more clients for the day. So I'm just cleaning up, making sure everything's good to go. So I'm like talking to my boss, and then and I was like counting my tips from the day, just like the cash tips that I got. So I was putting those in my wallet, and then I was like, oh, I should like take a look to see like how much he tipped me this time, right? I looked, and then I looked again. I'm like, okay, this doesn't seem right. I'm thinking like he meant to send $30. No, he sent $300. So me not wanting to, but also I know it's the right thing, I call him, but from the salon phone. And I was just like, hey, so, I did tell you that I received your Zelle, but I didn't check before you left. But you accidentally sent me $300. Were you meaning to just send 30? Like, I'll send the rest of it back because I'm not that way. And then he's like, no, that's for you. I meant to send that. I was like, no, I can't, accept $300. Your services were only $85. I can't accept that. And he's like, no, it's for you. Just keep it. So, needless to say, this was the, one of the largest tips I've ever gotten. And I'm just not exactly sure why. Because it's not like I did anything special. But I mean, it's greatly appreciated and unexpected. Obviously this man really likes coming to me for these services. But also, I have to, have those questions under all of it to be like, why? Why? Because it's, such a... I feel like I'm a woman, so I can't speak from a man's point of view, but I feel like it's, a desperation type of thing. It feels like it's giving desperate. Yeah, we're going to call it that. I don't even like saying that, but it's giving desperate. To tip someone $35 or $300, I'm sorry, on an $85 service is extreme. Okay, I mean, if you got it, you got it. Sir, you got it. Okay. But I just feel like that's not, an average tip. I am an over tipper. When I go to restaurants, I mean, simply because I was a server for a long time. So, I've always been an over tipper. But I have never... never given a $300 tip on an $85 anything. Is it appreciated? Yes. It's very appreciated. But I just can't seem to not think about, the underlying reasons. If that makes fucking sense. But, yeah, so... I just had to share my little rant with you about that because I just thought it was super, super fucking weird. And I mean, all for a service that I didn't want to fucking do from the beginning, But anyway, this is just what I had for the day. It's just a little vent about my workday yesterday. But, I am on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. My email is thatescalatedpodcast@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you guys on any one of those platforms. What you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. If you want to fucking hop on, if you want to have a chat. Message me about anything. Okay? Judgment free, I promise. I have shared stories that people have sent me before. That was pretty interesting. So if you guys want to do that, if you've heard those episodes, just know that if you do want to share a story, it is 100% anonymous. I mean, unless you want to throw your shit out there, I mean, I don't give a fuck. It's your prerogative, okay? But like I said, I'm going to try to get back on my schedule of 2 episodes per week for you guys because I've been fucking slacking just because I've been kind of busy. But I'm going to try to make up for it and get back on a schedule that's going to work to get those episodes out to you. Again, I have now added my podcast to Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube as well. So if Spotify doesn't work for you, I have all of those other platforms as well. Just to make it simpler for everyone. Again, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me on those too. Okay? I know I had a few of my followers follow me and comment on some of my stuff, and I greatly appreciate it. You guys rock. Especially the ones that are sending me their little, stories to share. So continue to do that. Follow me on social media. But yeah, until our next episode, hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Until next time, guys. Bye.